For my 3 weeks visit in Japan, I took my watercolor travel kit. I imagined painting on my sketchbook every day just to come home with only one painting that's not even finished. If you ever felt guilty for not painting or creating during your trip, this video is for you. And at the end, I'll show you what I did instead to almost get the excitement going and to get inspired and to have a bit of like I'm still connected to creativity when I couldn't actually take the actions to paint. And at the end, I'll show you what I did instead and how it leads into my next video about the Japanese supplies I brought back home to the United States. Japan is one of the most visually richest places in the world. But for me, I go there every year to meet my family, and during that trip, I want to keep the momentum going so I don't feel like I lost it when I come back to my studio here in Washington State. And I feel like I have this unspoken expectation that I can't just have a room of just relaxing, just not painting. Like I have to be on it. I have to be sketching and painting in order to not lose it so I can get back on track when I come back to my studio. And that's why I sketched 8 sketches so I can paint during a 3-week stay in Japan. And I felt the pressure, I sure did. And the funny thing is, this time around, that pressure just shut everything down. So it wasn't that I didn't want to paint. I think it was that painting requires a very specific kind of space for me, at least. I don't think this is for everybody, but I definitely need a quiet, uninterrupted, low pressure space that I can feel like I can paint and create freely. And let me tell you, this trip wasn't definitely that. I want to be clear about something. This wasn't because I didn't love what I brought, and I'll show you what I took with me, but the kit was perfect. I packed it very intentionally and it works for me. It wasn't gear failure, so to speak. It was a battery failure. Between traveling alone with my son, handling family and administrative responsibilities back in Japan, and recovering from my wisdom tooth surgery, 4 of them, and 1 that didn't have to be pulled out really. But anyways, my output battery was at 0. And to top it off, my son got chujien in Japanese. I don't know what that is in English, but I had to take him to the doctor. So it was, I was just like, my energy is 0. And I don't think you can sketch or paint or, to that matter of fact, create anything from an empty battery. And so when I see people that are living in a country that is going through war and painting, I'm just like, wow, that is truly something. So I don't know if it's for everybody, but that is the situation for me. So this ties, I'll be sharing the inside of my travel kit at the end, but I wanted to just mention that this ties me to something that Julia Cameron, I think a lot of you have read the book, The Artist's Way. That book has truly been a great source for every difficult time that I have. If I go back, there's definitely an answer in there. This experience just tied me back to something she talks about. The pond is our creativity, and the fish in the pond is the ideas. And if we keep fishing, the count of the fish will go low, and you'll have to replenish that pond with fish by going outside and kind of absorbing ideas for your next creativity. So rest is what refills the pond. Quiet refills it. Input refills it. So I believe this trip wasn't me failing as an artist. It was me realizing my pond was honestly just empty. Painting at that point would have meant that I was forcing it out when it shouldn't be forced. That just wasn't there. So maybe, as my friend Ellie would say, sometimes the work itself is letting the pond refill. So there will be fish to catch later. But anyways, this one, Specifically, I painted the first layer while I was in the airplane, and then I worked the second layer maybe on the second or third day after I got to Japan, but I was deprived, so it's kind of not really thought out. I don't like it as much. I did have a cockatiel a long time ago, so I wanted to paint him, kind of remembering him. And then I sketched this one because I wanted to do it in this style. I forgot the artist's name, but I really like his work. So I kind of thought, oh, it would be kind of like a nice warm-up to try. So I was going to do that. And then these were the other sketches that I did of a girl, some silhouette with Northwest landscape, and then a famous scene from Ghost where, what was her name? She's crying. And then this one, another movie scene where Brad Pitt is like, yeah, it's the end of a scene from Seven, I think it was. And then my son, two pink sketches of my son that I haven't done. So that's a shame. And then let me share with you what was in my travel kit in my artist roll here. I love this artist roll. I do use it. Oh, that came out. The only thing I would say with the Rosemary & Co brushes, they kind of slide off of it at times, but otherwise I'm happy with the look and everything. So I had a few pastel pencils from Caran d'Ache, the Jelly Roll pen, and then the Rosemary & Co travel brushes, which I really love, and then a water brush. So this was the main thing that I used for that cockatiel piece that I painted a bit. And then I have a spray bottle that I can water my palette with paper towel, and then my palette, and then a technical pencil. And then in here I have an eraser, another small eraser as well, and then another kitchen paper towel. So what I used primarily for that cockatiel piece was just this. This is it. And I kind of want to use up one of the colors in here, so I went heavy on that color. But anyways, so this is just created out of a tin that I got when I went to Egon, Sheila, and Climp's work. And then, so this time around, I didn't quite use the portable painter, although I did take it because in the airplane, this kind of works well. But when I was settled in the hotel that I was at, I thought I'll use this for bigger paintings, but I didn't. Recently, I'm into all these honest, hey, I screwed up kind of videos. I don't know why. But yeah, the video that I kind of shared earlier, the one before this, was actually from 3 months ago. And it was hard for me to share because it's quite personal and I get too emotional for my liking. But anyways, it is what it is. So that's pretty much it with my artist roll. It works fine. I just had no battery, whatsoever. So I didn't have energy to paint, period. But I did have the energy to look around. So let me show you. This is gonna be a sneak peek. So I have way more than this. I have probably like 3 times of this that I want to share with you, but I'm just gonna keep it on the low for now. So I hunted down on some art supplies. I always go to Kawachi. I just love Kawachi. And I was raised in Osaka, which is the second largest city in Japan, since I was 4. So there's this one, is a particular shop that I go to, and I just enjoy shopping there. So I was very low on energy, but I wasn't too low that I couldn't go to the art supply shop. So I'll be sharing those art supplies in the next video. If you want to see what else would be inside this Japanese art supplies haul and whether any of it is actually worth it, the Japan art supply video is coming up next. If you have experienced this feeling of kind of feeling the pressure and just kind of surrendering to it and being like, it's okay, I'll just enjoy it, I'll just relax. Let me know how that went for you, and I'll see you in the next video.